What's up guys, Ninja with James here, and in this video I'm going to be going over my brand new Superheavy Samurai deck. So I've been trying to figure out a particular combo for Superheavy Samurais for quite a while now. There was a combo going around where you can have one Soul Piercer and go straight into a Steam Train King, but because of the O-Line bans, I made that deck really consistent, but I never got to show it because O-Line got banned like literally the day that I was going to upload it, so I was super bummed out about that. Then I kept going and like thinking about how I can make the combo again but different. It's not as consistent, but I've also introduced another combo into it, which is where you make True King of all calamities, just with one card as well. So it's really, really fun. And since Scarecrow is out, hallelujah, that means that this deck is really consistent now. So I'll just go over a quick rating that I've done for this deck, and I'll do this for like most of my deck profiles from now on. So Superheavy Samurai is a really combo based deck, and the power output that I give it, so how much damage it normally does, I give it an 8 out of 10. Quite a lot of the time you're going to be going in for lethal, or you're just going to be knocking your opponent down to like 200 life points. And its consistency is actually really good, since most of it is just one card combos that you can like draw into pretty easily, or two card combos or 3 card combos that make the same thing or make it in a slightly different way. So most of the time you'll always be drawing like your starter cards, but there'll be some instances where you draw one of your 3 bricks, and that can really affect how you do in that match. I'd say its recovery is not that good. So if you get hit by a Nibiru and your opponent starts comboing you, you're kind of screwed at that point. And if you can't break their boards, then that also puts you in a really bad situation. Which is why this deck is just like me trying to figure out the best way to play Superheavy Samurais right now. And meta relevance, I say this deck could be decent in meta. I'm not going to say it's going to be the best thing in the world, but like honestly I feel that Superheavy Samurais can do really well in the meta right now, especially after the last Forbidden list. So I gave it a 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10 being like Rogue, and then 6 out of 10 being like just a bit over Rogue, and then like obviously tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 are all in the higher bits. And overall I give the deck a 7 because Superheavy Samurai is really strong. It's not able to recover that quickly, especially from a Nibiru, but it can output a lot of damage really quickly, which is what I like about the deck a lot. So anyway, let's get into the profile. So to start off with, I'm going to start off with all the normal Superheavy Samurais. I run 3 Superheavy Samurai Daihachi, or in the TCG they renamed it to Wagon. I really like Wagon because it allows you to basically have another Soul Piercer in your deck, and it's a key starter card to be able to make the one card combo, along with 2 other cards in this deck, which one of them is the Piercer. Overall, I don't know if many people know its ability because it came out earlier this year in Rise of the Duelist. Its effect is if you normal summon this card or special summon this card, you can change its position. Change its battle position. And once per turn, you can change this card to attack position, and then you get to search any Superheavy Samurai Soul card. So that can be your Soul Piercer, your Soul Peacemaker, your Soul Buster Gobbler, or your Soul Horns. So it's a really good card to have, and it's a level 4, which also gives it a little bit of synergy with other bits of the deck. I also run 3 Superheavy Samurai Scales. Scales is another really good card. It's an extender where you can just get a free Monster Reborn. It's a really good card to be able to use with your Soul Piercer to be able to use this effect again in the same turn. And it's a key card in the one card combo. You can draw it or have it in your hand, is still fine. I also run 3 Superheavy Samurai Trumpeters. Trumpeter has now completely replaced Battle Ball, because Battle Ball, you have to use your normal summon up on it, and in my last combo you had to have a Kaiju to be able to really like get the use out of its effect. It's still a good card in my opinion, but Trumpeter, because of the combo, it just completely abuses Trumpeter not being once per turn for its special summon. I also run one Superheavy Samurai Transporter. I use Transporter for a different combo than I do for Trumpeter. That's the one for the True King of all calamities. And Transporter is also one of those semi-bricks in your deck where if you draw it in your first turn, it's okay, because you can still make VFD. But if you don't draw it, there's still other ways to get into it. So it's not really that much of a brick. So that's all the normal Superheavy Samurai monsters. Now let's get on to the soul/equip spells of Superheavy Samurais. So I'm also going to start off with the 3 Superheavy Samurai Soul Piercers, because Piercer is literally the most broken card in this deck. Piercer is a non-once per turn search for any Superheavy Samurai apart from itself. Don't think it needs any more introduction than that. And I also play 3 Soul Peacemaker for that MX Saber Invoker effect. Really good cards. You can use it off of the newly released Scarecrow to get more advantage off of Scarecrow's effect. And also use it off of other cards that maybe lock you out of different things. I also run 3 Superheavy Samurai Soul Horns. Horns is really good for the special summon and also to attack twice, which can make your Superheavy Samurai Steam Train King lethal. And also 1 Buster Gobbler, because you don't really want to draw it and you want the deck to be more consistent, but when you have it in your hands, that can just be lethal in its own right when you have the combo. So that's all the Superheavy Samurai cards of the deck. So let's get on to the Machine Extenders. So for Machine Extenders, I have 3 Despot 003s and 1 Despot 001. I use this engine because the second you get into Needle Fiber with this combo, that's full combo. And also I need the 001 in the deck to be able to make the combo in itself. So it makes sense for me to run the 003 as well, just to make it even more consistent. I also run 1 Mecha Phantom Beast, the level 1 tuner. I don't know how to say its name, I'm not even going to try. And this is basically our O-line replacement. If O-line never got banned, this deck could have been very, very consistent. I would probably rated it a 10 for consistency, because so long as you got into Needle Fiber, you'd have full combo. But now that O-line is banned, we just have to rely on this card, which you can't really just go into Needle Fiber with anything. I also run another brick, which is the Infinitrack Anchor Drill. Finally got the card since it was put in the Megatins. And this card also allows you to go into VFD, because you can, if you have the Anchor Drill and the Transporter, it just gives you, it special summons the Transporter, then it changes the level of the Transporter and itself to 9, which makes VFD. So you could just VFD past your opponent. So that's all the Machine Extender cards. I've got 3 different starter cards in this deck, I think I said, which is the 001, the Soul Piercer, and the Wagon. And now onto the disruption of the deck. So just anything that steals my opponent's stuff. So I have, for hand traps, 3 Ash Blossoms, because Ash Blossom is a really powerful hand trap, obviously. 3 Veilers I also have, because Veiler is also another powerful card. But I probably, if I had it, would trade the 3 Veilers for 3 Nibiru's, because Nibiru is also a really strong card to have in this deck, just to wipe out your opponent and then just go in with Steam Shrinking. I also run 3 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbits. The reason why I run them is mainly for decks that run Mystic Mine, because if someone just goes into Mystic Mine, pass, I just lose because 99% of my deck is monster cards. So that wouldn't be fun at all. I also run Kaijus. I just run the 3 Jizukirus because Jizukiru is a really powerful Kaiju. Just slap it on the field. And also, with Jizukiru, I can also summon it onto my side of the field if they also control Jizukiru, or if I Kaiju them earlier, basically. Then I can just get advantage of that being a machine. You could run Gamma Seal if you don't really care about that advantage, but it's just a neat thing to have. I also run 1 Dinosaur Pankratops since it's a go in second deck, but you can possibly make this deck go in first, which is why the VFD combo is there, just in case if you're forced to. But overall, Pankratops is a really powerful card. And for the last card in the deck, I have 1 Sekka's Light. Sekka's Light, if it comes back to 3, this deck is also like the most consistent thing on the planet, because there's almost no way to brick without with Sekka at 3 unless you don't draw it. It's a free Pot of Greed. Bring it back. Bring it back for Superheavy Samurais, please. Please, Konami. Now for the extra deck. The extra deck I've kind of went back and forth on, but I haven't completely optimized it. But I've got the 1 Superheavy Samurai Steam Train King for the combo, of course. I've got 1 Boiled Savage. You don't actually need the Savage anymore. That was still there from when Olam was still in the game, but now that it isn't, you'd rather just go into a VFD than a Boiled Savage. I also have a Ogre to wipe off all the spam trap cards. That's also not necessarily needed in the deck, but it's good to have. I also have 3 Swordsman Musashis. And Musashi is a really key card for the combo, since that's another card that you're going to be abusing with the Trumpeter to be able to basically use tokens off of Auroradon, summon out Musashi using a few other attacks that I've made into the deck to try and make the combo work. And then as soon as you make Musashi, you add back the Trumpeter, special summon Trumpeter, use a token to summon out another Musashi, and then you just continue on like that. I also run 1 Old Entity Hastor, which is for the combo. Since Olan got banned, you need to make a level 4 Synchro monster to be able to go into the Musashi. I also run, obviously, the VFD and the Gear Giant X, which is to search out the Anchor Draw. I also run 2 Superheavy Samurai Scarecrows, because Scarecrow is the best link monster for Superheavy Samurais. It's basically just 3+ in off of just 1 card. I also run 1 Cleafoot Genius. This can actually be swapped out for Barricade Board Blocker, but I don't have that card, or if I do, I can't find it. Board Blocker is actually just much more better than Cleafoot Genius, since if you finish the VFD combo and you want to do your true combo, you can just go into Board Blocker and then be able to Needle Fiber through that, which just makes it more easier. I also run 1 Platinum Gadget for the VFD combo, and I run the Halki Fiber Axe and Auroradon to be able to make Steam Train King with 1 card, since Needle Fiber is pretty broken. Don't need the Link Cross in this deck, thank God. But yeah, that's the deck. I hope you guys like the deck, and we'll just go into the OneCard Combo. Okay, to do the OneCard Combo, it's pretty simple. All you need is either Soul Piercer, 003, or a Wagon, if I can just find that real quick, or a Wagon, to make Steam Train King with 1 card. You only need one of these 3. If you want to make VFD, you have to have the Soul Piercer. I think you can possibly make it with Wagon, but I haven't really found a way to make that consistent yet. The most consistent way is with Piercer. So I'll show them with Piercer, and then I'll show, I can't be able to show it with 003. It's kind of just self-explanatory. Alright, so with Soul Piercer, use normal summon the Soul Piercer, Then you use it to link summon out a Scarecrow. Then you activate the Soul Piercer's effect, which then allows you to add a Scales from deck to hand. Use Scarecrow's effect, send in the Scales to special summon it. Then you activate Scales effect to special summon out the Soul Piercer. After you do that, use the Soul Piercer and the Scales for another link summon into Cleavethought Genius or Balcade Ball Booker. It doesn't matter which one. Soul Piercer will activate again to add the Soul Peacemaker from deck to hand. Then you equip the Soul Peacemaker onto the Scarecrow. Use Soul Peacemaker's effect to tribute the Scarecrow. To then special summon from your deck a Superheavy Samurai Trumpeter. Use Trumpeter and Cleavethought Genius to then go into Needle Fiber. Needle Fiber's effect activates to special summon out the 001 from your deck. Then you use the 001 and the Needle Fiber to go into Auroradon. Auroradon will summon 3 tokens. I'll just have the 3 Ghost Ogres as tokens. And you also get to special summon out your 001 for free. After you do that, you can use Auroradon's effect to tribute itself and one of the tokens to be able to special summon from deck the level 1 Mecha Phantom Beast link. After you do that, you have to use the Mecha Phantom Beast link in this situation. Use that and one of the tokens to make the old entity Hastor. After you do that, you can use Hastor and 001 to summon out your Musashi. Musashi will activate, and same with the Hastor. Hastor will equip onto one of your opponent's monsters. It's not really necessary for the combo, but it's a cool thing that happens. And Musashi will add back from your graveyard your Trumpeter. You special summon the Trumpeter, and you use the other token and the Trumpeter to go into another Musashi. Musashi will activate to add to hand the Trumpeter. You special summon Trumpeter, use Trumpeter and the 2 Musashis to go into your Steam Train King. So by doing that basically just saves 4 cards in your hand, or 5 cards if you're going second, which you should be doing this combo going second anyway. So there's a likely chance that you'd have one of the Soul Horns or Buster Goblets, or in the Biru that you just wrecked your opponent with, or Prankatops, or Jizuku. There's a lot of different things that you could have in your hands that will help to make Steam Train King go in for lethal. And it's a really fun combo. Now for the second combo, it's less difficult and not as many steps to get into VFD. So what you need is your Soul Piercer. You normally summon your Soul Piercer. Then you use Soul Piercer for yet another Scarecrow. You activate Soul Piercer's effect, adding, instead of the Scales, Wagon to hand. Then use Scarecrow's effect, to send the Wagon to special summon it. Wagon's effect activates to search by flipping it to attack position. So you can add a Superheavy Samurai Soul Peacemaker from your deck to your hand. You equip Soul Peacemaker onto the Scarecrow. Use Soul Peacemaker's effect to tribute the Scarecrow, to then special summon out a Scales. Scales' effect will then activate to special summon out the Piercer from grave. And from there, you can use Scales and Wagon to make your Gear Giant X. And use Gear Giant X's effect, use one overlay unit, doesn't matter which one, to add from your deck to your hand, if I can find the card, your Anchor Jaw. So Anchor Jaw is in your hand. Use the Gear Giant X and the Soul Piercer to make the Platinum Gadget. Soul Piercer's effect will activate to add a Transporter from deck to hand. Then Platinum Gadget's effect will activate to special summon out the Anchor Drill. Anchor Drill's effect will activate to special summon out the Transporter. Anchor Drill's other effects can activate, targeting the Transporter to make them both level 9s. And then it's a simple case of overlaying into VFD and passing. So that's also another one-card combo that you do go in first. That one is just in case your opponent's wised up to like, hey, Superheavy Samurai is a deck that likes going to go second. Let's stop them from destroying my board and just win straight off of that. But instead, you can go into the VFD, pass turn. They mostly can't do anything with a VFD on field. There's not really that many things a combo deck can do when VFD is just summoned onto the other side of the field and is just locking them out. So then after your opponent's turn, after you use VFD's effect, you could then, if you have Barricade, Ball Blocker, and a Soul Piercer, or not even Soul Piercer, a Trumpeter in hand, then you can just go into your Needle Fiber combo through there and win. Pretty fun combo. And that brings us to the end of the video. If you guys liked this deck profile, please just hit the like button. It helps. And if you want me to make more videos in the future, then subscribe to the channel and just say that you'd want me to make more videos, because I make videos once in a blue moon now, mainly because of like college stuff like that. I want to like stay on top of my education stuff, just making like videos like what I used to do when I was younger. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this deck profile, and maybe it's giving you inspiration for other Superheavy Samurai decks and ways to make this deck more consistent. I'd love to hear about them in the comments down below. And thank you guys for watching. This is Ninja Boy James signing out. Peace.